Evening. Well, because of the outstanding success of the wine I made in the video before Christmas, I thought I'd show you exactly how to do it and what the ingredients are. So if you fancy it, you can have a go yourself. It shouldn't be too long. Anyway, give a friend it. And, oh, he said it was marvellous. Best home brew he's ever had. Homemade wine. And they drink some wine. So what we'll do, we'll show you how to do it. He brought me 2 demijohns and said make some more. So what you do, you need, this is the amount of sugar that I use. I hope you can see that. Right. I just use a heap of, that is 2 cups of sugar, just there. And it's 400, right? I use a little bit more because I'm making slightly more this time. I found that in a demijohn it seems to work with 4 litres of juice. Now this is the juice I used, and not name tagging, but we get it from Lidl's, and the other was slightly cheaper. This was I think 96 pence a litre, something like that. It's not expensive anyway. And so with the sugar, making a bag of sugar will make 3 demijohns full. So it's going to be less than £1.10 a bottle, and it really was good. I can vouch for that, and it was strong. So all you have to do is put the sugar in the demijohn. I'm using a funnel now. We're organised a bit more, you see. Shouldn't take too long. And I put 2 litres of grape juice in it, and then I stand it in hot water and shake it until the sugar's totally dissolved. That's important actually. By the way, I've cleaned and sterilised everything. It's far easier to make vinegar than it is wine, so you know, do the best you can, and you shouldn't be disappointed. Well, not very often anyway. Right, and then you want 2 litres of this juice in it. So you put 2 litres of this in. It shouldn't be a very long video because I'm fairly well organised for me. And as I say, it's the same juice. The only thing is, it's obviously it's not the same. It's apparently, it says on here, well, it says in the shop that it is, you know, there's only Lidl have this, but of course it's not the same, is it? It's similar. It's from a different tree, no doubt, same orchard or different orchard. So you can't guarantee success every time. I think the other was in the bottles for 3 weeks, and it was really good. I can vouch for that, like it really was. What you do, fill your sink with hot water and stand that in it for 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, and then shake it up. And it should then be perfectly okay. But you make sure that all the sugar dissolves. Now, I've already done one, and all the sugar dissolved. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that there's no sugar in the bottom. It's the bottom you have to check, and there's no sugar in the bottom. So that's all dissolved. So then all you have to do is, as I say, I'm making 4 litres at a time now. At 3.5 in the first one, and it'll hold a bit more. The reason you don't fill it to the top is simply because it will boil over, if you like. When it bubbles up, the first quite fast fermentation, it can come back through the airlock and it can make a bit of a mess. So that's why you don't fill it right to the top. You probably know that anyway. So I'm trying just to show you everything, you know, that you need. And as I say, it was exceptional. I have to, even though I say myself it was. And my friend, as I say, he was so and I buy it that he's brought me 2 more demijohns and told me to get on and make some more. So that's what we're doing. And I'll show you the yeast in a moment, what I used. There's quite a good homebrew shop in Lincoln. So I got it from there, and it's yeast and nutrient, and you need Camden tablets. One in the end. When it's finished, I put 1 in. And it's just to stop it going in the bottles, and it's better if you can put it in glass bottles. You don't have to, but it is, well, that's what they sell it in, I suppose. Right, this is the yeast I use, if you can see that. It's Riches, it's called Riches, yeast and nutrient. Right, so hope you can see that alright. But that's the yeast I've used, and as I said, it was, well, the results were outstanding. And just any Camden tablet, just crush 1 up in a teaspoon and put 1 in. I think, you can find out how to do it. What I'm doing is showing you exactly how I did it to get some absolutely stunning results, because that's what you're after. Anyone can make wine, obviously, but to make good wine seems to be a bit difficult. So there we are. So we just put the airlock in the top, and I've got to stand it in the room and cover it. And that's all I'm going to do. You want 1, by the way, of course you want some yeast in it. I did forget that bit, I know, but not that it's, I've got to find, that's the teaspoon I use, because that's the right amount. And it said put a heat teaspoon in, on here, a heat teaspoon for between, it says on here, between 4.5 litres and 22.5 litres. You only need 1 heat teaspoon of yeast. So we'll put that in, like that. I'll show you how much, if I can. There you are. So we put that in. Give it a quick shake, like that. Stand it in a warm room, 60-70 degrees, something like that. Cover it and leave it until it stops fermenting. Leave it a couple of days afterwards to be safe. Put Camden tablet in, bottle it, siphon it into bottles, and there you are. Right. So let me just tip the camera, I want to do an ending. So there we are. So that's what I've done. I've shown you exactly what to do, what ingredients to use, and hopefully it will be not only drinkable, your friends will be raving about it, and as mine are, so there we are. Right, I've got myself a job, I'll get on and do the rest of it. Bye.